Hi there. So we've been doing this on our number of live streams. I think we've done 3 live streams. So we've been working from Kerby Rosanes' Imagimorphia, and this is the 20 posters to colour book. So it's not the original. However, the image that we've been doing, which is the jellyfish at the back, is in the original book. So it is a little bit flashed out. I'm going to try and make sure that it's not. This is in the original book. Now, we have kept all of the live streams up, which has been us colouring in the jellyfish and all of the contents inside of the jellyfish. So all these little flora, fauna, and these little tiny hidden objects as well. Now, as I've said on my live streams, the benefit of the posters is there is no binding. It's on a paper, it's not cardstock. It is paper, but it's a good quality paper. Now, there's also a perforated line, so if you did want to remove it or gift it or put it up as a poster as intended, then you can do it. It's easy, there's no ripping. You have got a perforated line to be able to do that. There's also a nice border to keep within if you wanted to. But why I'm here is that we're going to continue. I'm going to do this, as I said, on an upload. I will show you at first how to do a few extra bubbles that I'm going to do using a stencil, and we've been using Prismacolors. So it's going to be using our Prismacolor pencils, and I'm going to use a circle stencil. Now, I am going to be using the smaller circles to make the bubbles come off the tentacles on either side. I'm not going to add too many, it's just in addition to the ones that's already on the page for us. And then I will show you, tell you how to do the first few, and you will follow me throughout on that. And then I'll come back and we'll do the pastel backgrounds, which we're going to be using the 72 set from Faber-Castell, the soft chalk pastels. I will show you. I'll also attach like an image to show you exactly the tools that we're using. So I will see you in a minute, although you will get it straight away because I'll attach it as an uploaded edited video. So let me grab my bits and I'll be back. Okay, so now all you got to do is grab a circular stencil. So for my case, I've just got this one, which I bought from Red Dot Laser Designs, or Red Dot Stencils, I think she named herself as at the end. Unfortunately, she's not around at the moment, but you can grab a circular stencil from pretty much most places that stock stencils, and I think on Amazon as well. So for the time being, I have just grabbed Blue Lake because we're just going to go round. Now, as I said, I'm going to keep pretty much to a small circle coming away from the octopus tentacles, and I'm just going to do just a number of smaller circles just so that it kind of keeps within the pattern. Now, you can pretty much do this however you like, but I thought we might keep with a few. I might add just a slightly bigger one as we come right away there, and then just some smaller ones as we go along. Now, it will be hard to pick up these tiny little bubbles, but I think it goes within the pattern. So I'm also going to come downwards, so we're coming down the page down here, and I'm going to pick a bigger one and smaller ones coming away from the designs. So we're going to pick quite a few, so we'll have some smaller ones there, and then again I think that's just do a few more. Okay, so this is just me randomly picking some circles to go as and where I feel that I want them. Now, I am going to do some smaller ones just placed, you know, in small little tiny areas down there, and I'm also going to pick a couple up coming off this area here. So we're going to do another few, and again, just do them in the blue that you're going towards. I'm going to also pick up some towards the top, so like up here. Let's do a couple in there. Don't worry about them being perfect because you're going to shade them in, and as I said, I'll talk you through a few of them, and then you can just add the same shading and the same techniques as what I'll talk you and guide you through, and then you'll be with all your bubbles. Now, as I said, this is going to be a soft pastel background after we've shaded all these bubbles and the existing ones that Kerby's put in. And these are the pastels that I'm going to be using. So they're the Faber-Castell Studio Soft Pastels. They come in this box here. I've had these for 4 years and I use them quite regular, and you can see they look untouched. Crazy, right? But they do last. They really do last. So we're going to be using these for the background, which I haven't got cards for. So there is absolutely no point me having cards because they haven't got a name. However, at the top, because mine have come out in all different, honestly, all different arrangements because I've dropped them a few times. There is a guide on here, but you're going to have to keep them in that same pattern that they were in when you originally bought them. If you don't, this is going to be meaningless because you can't name them on the actual pastel, you know, so it's really hard to keep track of what they are, but you can kind of get a rough idea. Okay, so I'm just going to proceed forwards and we're going to just do the few bubbles that I've got here. Now, I have picked Prismacolors because that's what we've been using. And I'm going to start off with darkest to light. So I'm going to go with the Copenhagen blue to originally start. I'm going to zoom you in for a moment so that you've got a good idea of how it's shaded. Okay, so I'm going to bring the Copenhagen blue first and I'm going to go round one side only. So I'm only going to do a few to show you and then I will stop talking, speed the bubbles up, and then we'll get onto the background in the next part. Then we're going to go to Blue Lake and then we're going to sort of go around the edging of what we've done very lightly. This is the key to this, it is the lightest touch. Because they're so small you don't need to fuss. And then we're going to go to Sky Blue Light. Again, super light touch. You can go over all of that bit that you've just done. And then you can come over to your Prismacolor white and you can go around the edge. Now, what at this point you could do if you really wanted to is take out that blue line around the edge. I personally am not going to because I don't see the need. Because the white kind of takes it out anyway. And then just to go back on deepening it up, go back to your Copenhagen blue, around the edge only, so you can see it really is a case of just using the smallest amount because they are so small. Back to your Blue Lake and back to your Sky Blue Light. And keep that pattern, and that is how these bubbles are going to be. They're going to be practically that the entire time. So we'll do another couple. So I'm just going straight in with my Copenhagen, and again just very light touch around the edge. So let's do a couple. Let's go to the one that Kerby's put in as well, and these tiny little ones down here, teeny tiny they are. So just on the smallest ones, just do a line. You know, you can't shade them as such, so do a line. Honestly, the line will be perfect. And then you're going to grab your Blue Lake again and just meeting the line of the Copenhagen, add a bit of the Blue Lake in. So they're tiny. And then with your Sky Blue Light, go over the colours you've done on the edge and kind of just blend that all together. All of them. And then grab your white again and just go around the opposite edge to what you've done the Copenhagen blue in. Just one, to blend it in, and two, to kind of take that, you know, blue line out on the edge so that it looks like they're floating bubbles rather than, you know, drawn in. See, it just really is a case of keeping with that same pattern. I'm just going to move those for a moment. This is just a Uniball Signo white gel pen. You can use a Posca. My Posca just ran out, so I've just grabbed one of these, but I have got another 3 coming on the way. So All's good. I cannot be without my poscas. And then I've just done like a little square on the larger one. You can kind of add it into that one as well, I should guess. And we're going to keep with that. So it is really, really easy to do. So it's Copenhagen blue, blue lake, sky blue light and white. So I'm going to stop talking now, speed up my process of these bubbles, and I'll join you back very shortly. Okay, so that was the extra bubbles put in. So if I bring it a little bit closer, you'll be able to see the little tiny details that you put in with the white gel pen. I'm really pleased with the outcome so far. Now, I was gonna try and upload it all together, but it's not gonna happen due to my phone's memory because I'm doing this part on my phone. So I'm gonna upload adding the bubbles and how to add them and colour them in on this part, and I'm going to come back in 10-20 minutes and I'll follow this up with an upload and we'll do our background and wrap up the jellyfish in total. So thank you for this very short part. Hopefully adding those bubbles as well will make a big difference when we actually do put the pastels down. I'll be back very shortly on my next video and we will complete our Kerby jellies, and I've named this Dance of the Kerby Jellies because they look like they're dancing in the sea to me, so that's what we're going to name it. So until my next video everybody, I will see you then. Take care. Bye.